Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're getting started on my preparations for my solo show, which debuted in June of 2022. So this video will be part 1 of 6, since I made 6 new paintings for this show. So this piece is titled Coherence, and it's my first piece that I made for this show. So if you're familiar with my channel, then you might have seen me paint one of these double exposure portraits before. The way that I like to paint these pieces is sort of like a puzzle. I start with a very detailed sketch, and then I slowly fill in each section, blending as I go. And I will say, this process can be pretty tedious and exhausting at times. But for me, the final product is definitely worth it. It's really amazing to see all the literal pieces coming together to make a cohesive painting. And when I'm painting these sections, I'm primarily thinking about gradients and how colors transition from one to another. What really makes these double exposure pieces special is the amount of colors and details that are all contained in one piece. So I really try to pay attention to the colors that I see in each section and how they interact with each other. But for me, the most difficult aspect of these double exposure portraits is that the piece won't even look close to good until you've filled in each and every section. But before then, it's really hard to see how it's going to turn out. So while I'm making these kind of pieces, I have to have a lot of faith in the process and my skills. And this is why it's so important for me to have a strong Photoshop render before I even start the piece. Because I now know that if I can make the image look exactly how I want it in Photoshop, I know I can recreate it with paint. But please remember that while I spend many hours working on these paintings, I still make the time to take breaks when I need them. Sometimes I get mentally or physically exhausted, and that's when breaks are completely necessary. And in terms of meaning behind this piece, I really wanted this painting to illustrate the dichotomy between how we see ourselves versus how other people see us. In that, when we do the difficult work of learning more about ourselves, we can sometimes feel fragmented and split into multiple directions, just like branches. So when we look at ourselves, we can feel undefined and even lost. But in the eyes of those who love us, they see a collage of intertwining and very complex branches, all growing towards the light of self-knowledge. So it's safe to say that making this piece was incredibly challenging, but very rewarding at the same time. I spent so many hours working on this piece that I think I actually went through multiple audiobooks while working on the same painting. So I hope you love this piece as much as I do, and I hope you enjoyed seeing how I made it. As of the recording of this video, this piece is still available from Aben Gallery. So if you have the time, please go to abengallery.com or my website, which is austinhowlett.com, to see the full show. So that about wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all my new videos. I will have 5 more videos showing how I prepared for my very first solo show.